What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, I know I've been on that topic, love and relationships of lately. When I say of lately, for months. All right, so last year, my eldest turned 18. This year, I have 17-year-old. But anyway, I got two girls for those of y'all who don't know. But I've been on this whole love and relationship, man, pretty much for years. But I've been posting about it of lately because there's been a thing in the black community. It's been around, I want to say like at least 2 decades. I mean, it's become real popular, and it's called black love. People, oh, we want to see an example of black love. We want to see an example of black love. And when I hear that, that's a clear indication that something is wrong in the black community when it comes to the men and the women. That's a clear indication that something is wrong. Now, my opinion and my reason for thinking that something is wrong when I hear this whole black love is, I mean, when you look at other races on the planet, people ain't going around, hey, man, Mexican love, Asian love, white love. It's only the black folks that are doing it. So, again, to have to see black love must mean it don't exist. So, people walk around day in, day out. Hey, how you doing, King? Hey, what's up, Queen? Hey, how you doing, King? Hey, what's up, Queen? And the truth of the matter is, not all, but a lot of the young folk, especially the young folk in the newer generation, they haven't been taught to respect one another. When I say respect one another, meaning that's the reason for this whole, I want to see an example of black love, because it's like it don't exist when it comes to man and woman. A lot of women, not all, a lot of women think they above their men. They really think they're above their men. We're more educated. We make more money. We the prize. Like, these are the things you hear. And, as a young black man, when you communicate it, to your counterparts, to the women, it's like it goes through one ear and out the other, and so again, it's like, okay, it's hyena culture, because in the hyena world, the matriarch, she run things. She bigger, she's stronger, and she run the show, and the males over, with the hyenas, they the simps, they the betas. They the simps and they the betas, and the matriarch can run things. Now I'm gonna say this real quick. Now, when it comes to these simps and these betas, man, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. When I say y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, man, y'all can't be that damn lame, man. Meaning, again, oh man, you know what? It's your tone. It's your tone. Mainly these simps and a lot of betas, man, what they do is they pander to these women. Oh, give her what she want. Tell her what she want to hear. That's not helping the situation. It's not helping. It's not helping. It's making it worse, because right now, women don't want to be held accountable. They want to be able to do and say whatever they want to say. I don't want no guy with a small package. I don't want no guy that's short. I don't want no guy that's a brokey. I don't want no guy who don't know how to be a man and fix stuff and go out there and do yard work or fix a car, or just be the boss and just pay for that stuff to get done. They'll say all type of stuff. They'll say all type of stuff, about the guy and their standards and what they don't want and what they like. Now let a guy turn around and do the same thing and say, hey, I don't want no fat woman. I don't want no woman with a face full of makeup and fake lashes and fake European, Hawaiian silky, real Cambodian hair. I don't want no female wearing somebody else's hair on their head, whether synthetic or real. I don't care if you bought it. It's not yours. It's not yours. And all of that makeup, lose it, because that's not how you really look. Oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Black women go through enough. Black women go through enough. You weren't supposed to say that. You weren't supposed to say that. The truth hurt. The truth hurt. And the only way we're going to help one another is by being honest. Now, again, you don't have to be, come from no malicious place and, I'm trying to attack you, and be vindictive, is what I'm saying. You don't have to come from that place, but the truth needs to be out there. I don't care if it's your niece, your cousin, your sister. I don't care if it's your mama, and so on and so forth. Aunties, your neighbors, man, tell these women the truth, man, so that they know. Tell them the truth. But a lot of these simps, and you know what? Let me not say, because like I say, a lot of betas, they do it, but I'm gonna just throw them in the simp category, because I don't want to make it no characteristic thing where it's like a sigma, alpha, or beta. I'm just gonna say the simps. You got these simps out here pandering. You got simps out here, like, y'all lame, man. I'm calling you out. Y'all lame, man, because like I say, man, a lot of these guys there, man, look, again, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear. If I tell you whatever you want to hear and you allow me to smash, they willing to do it. If I tell you whatever I need to tell you and you my loved one and that makes you feel better, they'll do it. And it's like, it's not helping the women. It's not helping the women. Most women, like I say now, let me just give you an example. Imagine if a woman going out of her way and every time you look around, she in the gym, and I'm talking about her body is banging. That says a lot about self-love, because think about it. Men are attracted to fine women. You can have a girlfriend, you can have a wife. A man can be walking. Women know when they see a fine woman, and men definitely know when they see a fine woman. You can be walking with your significant other, and your significant other could spot an attractive young lady. A lot of times, she'll look to see if you're looking, because it's obvious that woman is attractive. But then if a woman go out of their way and do all that to have a nice body, I'm not talking about that fake stuff that I'm going to go and buy a butt. I'm going to go and buy and change my nose. I'm going to go and buy some boobs. Nah, I'm not talking about that one. I'm not talking, because it ain't real. It ain't real. You don't when you got some money, or, you don't got an inheritance, won a lottery, or somehow found the D-boy, got some insurance claim, and you don't want to spend this money, and now you think you fine. That's fake. It's a trick. I'm not talking about that one. But nah, man, again, y'all simps, man, y'all lame. Y'all need to stay out of the way, man, for real, for real. Because like I say, you want to come in and play hero. I'll come in. I'll save you. I just want you to feel good. I just want to be nice. And a lot of times, the women don't even respect that. They will use their emotions to manipulate a situation, and they will weaponize their emotions. I don't get tired of saying that. Women weaponize their emotions since the beginning of time. If I cry, if I doggone give a sob story, if I give an explanation and a reason on why I'm the way I am and why I don't have a man and what's going on, some simp is going to feel sorry for me and come running with the cape to my aid. Simp man. I am simp man. I'm here. No, it's okay, queen. No, it's not you. He wasn't a good man. You know what I mean? And then it's like, yo, she's manipulating. She's finessing. But you too lame to even know it. Even if you're a family member and your niece and your cousins and your aunts and your mama doing it to you. You too simped out to even recognize that they finessing you, they gaslighting, and they manipulating the situation so they don't have to take accountability for their actions. A lot of young folks get out of here, and especially the women, and they make decisions, but with these decisions, there's consequences. You have to understand that, man. You have to understand that. There's consequences for the choices that they make. Right now, with me raising my daughter, like I say, hey, I'm not going to be able to live for her. But I tell you one thing, as a father, I'm going to protect you physically, mentally, and spiritually the best I know how. I need the doggone, when it comes to courtship, when it comes to vetting the situation, not me controlling, but when it comes to courtship and me vetting the situation, I have to give you the game so the game don't be ran on you. I have to give you the game. You're young. You got your V card right now, young lady. If you come up off your V card, you lose your leverage. You lose your leverage when it comes to the doggone sexual marketplace. You lose your leverage because, again, a lot of, and then, generally speaking, a lot of young females, they go out here, they make these decisions, permanent decisions, based off of their temporary emotions. And, You know, they thinking, okay, this is my boyfriend. You know, I saw, you know, they got the weight of the world on their shoulder, the pressure on them. They're probably feeling like they're ready, and they probably want to do it, but they don't know the consequences. So that's why you hear a lot of females, oh, I was young, I didn't know any better. And this is where I come in as a father when it comes to my girls. I have to protect them and I have to give them the game. Hey, look, young lady, right now, when it comes to your value is more than your boyfriend's on right now. I'll tell you why. Right now, he don't have A1 credit. Right now, he don't have a career. Right now, he don't have a savings. He's not financially stable at all. So right now, when it comes to your boyfriend, he's just that, a boyfriend. He's not a man. But you dating him and you holding him to grown man standards. He haven't developed yet. He's still immature. Now, if you guys both have patience and you growing together, and you guys both have standards to say, you know what? Hey, look, I care enough about you to not to wait. I care enough about you. I'm willing to wait because I think it's worth it. Sorry about that. My wife just called. So where was I? So what I was saying was, when it comes to the female's value, a lot of times their value is more than the men because the men are not established. The boys are not established. They still trying to figure it out. They still, waiting to get their pee wet, you know what I mean? And they still touching the water, and they still growing to reach maturity. A lot of times the female, with her being new, it's like, again, a mature man would know what to do with a brand new young lady, and again, once, let me just say it this way, because like I say, I don't want to make it confusing, but just put it this way. If you ask most young boys, like, hey, look, man, if you had a home, or if you had a business, if you had A1 credit, and you had like $100,000+ in your savings or whatnot, would you want to get married? The average guy who has sense, he's going to think about it, because the thing is, he has something to lose. I own a home, I own a business, I have A1 credit, I have money in my savings, I have a lot to lose. So you don't want to just marry any female, because you risk losing it all. When you're a boy, you ain't got nothing to lose. You ain't got nothing to lose. You got everything to gain. And that's that for JJ. And you ain't trying to put no ring on it. You ain't got no money. You're not trying to buy no ring. So you just got everything to gain. So once she come up off of the V card, her leverage is gone. You get to say, you know what? She get to come to you like, hey, look, you my first boyfriend. I lost my virginity to you. I want to marry you, and I want us to be together forever. You get to come in and say, hey, listen, I'm not ready for that level of responsibility. I mean, you talking about forever. That means we have to buy a home. That means I only have to date and be with you, and then, raise your children. I'm not ready. You was ready to do the fun part and stick your hand in the cookie jar. You see what I'm saying? So no, no. And I got to give my son the game too. Right now, you building your credit. Right now, you got a savings. Right now, you coming out the gate with A1 credit just as your sister, right? Being an authorized user on a credit card. And and so you guys are being given the game, and people are going to prey on you. So you got to be able to make some great decisions, because, again, there's consequences behind the wrong decision. Now, are you going to get everything right? You're not. And do I know everything? No, I don't. But I just have to do the best job I can as a parent, as a father. So back to the simps again, man. And then I'm gonna leave the simps alone. When it comes to these simps and this pandering, look at a lot of the simps that are out there now who have these platforms, right? Look at a lot of the popular guys, and like I say, I'm not gonna call Dr. Umar Johnson a simp. I like Dr. Umar. I think he's well spoken and an intelligent brother when it comes to history and when it comes to politics. But my opinion, love and relationship is not his thing. And I'm not calling him a simp, because I met that brother, and I like Dr. Umar, man. I just don't think love and relationship is his thing at all, because again, he himself has never been married. He's never been married to no type of woman, white, black, rice bunny, snow bunny, black queen. He never married a woman ever, and he like 50 years old, right? And not just that, but Umar he mentioned he have 2 daughters. So that means he created two broken homes. He created a broken home, right? He created a broken home, not just one time, but twice. So these women, gave you a child, but you was never in the household to even raise these children. So you're not the example of black love. And so when it comes to your relationship advice, it's not the best advice. Derrick Jackson, that guy, we watch him ruin his marriage on the internet. Like, he ruined it. Like, he just screwed up left and right every chance you look. He just screwed up, and it's documented. It's nothing that I did. It's nothing that we did as the viewers. He just made them make the best decisions. He gave some good advice, and he pandered to the women, and they ate it up, man. They stuffed their bellies with that stuff, man. They fill their bellies up with that stuff. And who's the other one? Steve Harvey. He did the same thing. Now, mind you, all of these guys have platforms, and they well known, and it's like, again, man, people ate that stuff up, and the females eat it up day in, day out. So it kind of reminds me of Baby Boy. Women rather for you to lie to them. You know why? Because there's a such thing as beautiful lies and ugly truths. Which do you want? When you meet a female, it's like you got to make that clear out the gate. When you hit the date saying, hey, do you like the beautiful lies or do you like the ugly truth? Now, more than likely, they're going to say, hey, look, I'd rather have the ugly truth. And that might be a lie, but yeah. But nah, as you date, man, find out, if these women, hey, even the men, find out if they like the ugly, the beautiful lies or the ugly truth. Because the beautiful lies, you can sit there, yeah, you gorgeous, princess. Yeah, you intelligent. The most educated, especially here down in Atlanta, Georgia metro area. You have the most entrepreneurs than anywhere in the country. You have the most black millionaires than anywhere in the country right here in Atlanta, GA, in metro area. And you're so educated. You so paid, you so free, get to vote, you got the liberties to do whatever you want, but you're so unhappy. You're so unhappy. So now you find yourself doing things to please your friends, your friends. Okay, you get your hair done. Oh my God, your hair look good, queen. Oh, you slaying, queen. Oh, who did your makeup? Oh, your lashes on fleek. Oh my God, queen, you slaying. Y'all doing that for y'all friends and y'all doing that for other females. Because real men sitting here telling you time and time again, that's not the move. You can enhance your beauty here and there, but you got females who wake up every day who won't even leave the house without that stuff. And then I know it kind of, affect people bottom line too, meaning, hey, I'm in the hairstyling business. If they not wearing weave anymore, doggone, I don't get to make that. I don't get to make money like that. If I'm a makeup artist, if they stop wearing makeup, then I don't get to make money. So I want them to wear makeup. I want them to wear weave. You're gonna always have those people. You know what I mean? Kind of like that milk company. They selling so much milk, then almond milk come around and say, hey, we got a healthy version, and then you ain't got to hurt the cows and this. So then the real milk company, they get mad and like, man, hey, almond is not milk. They got to take milk off of that. That's just almond. That's not milk. Because you're messing with their bottom line. And they go for every industry, though, if you think about it. If you look at the industry, if this is how you get your money, doggone, by writing tickets, being a police officer or whatnot, this how you meet your quota, then somebody got to get a ticket because you got to get your money. Hey, you over here selling doggone these nasty doggone food at these fast food restaurants, and it's greasy and it's killing people and they got all of these chemicals and stuff in it. Hey, this how I get my check. And so that kind of goes for most industries or whatnot, the makeup, the beauty supply and all of that or whatnot. But anyway, man, again, man, like I say, this war that's going on with man and woman, we can't act like it's not happening. So like I say, like I would teach my daughters, hey, look, know your value. All right. Right now, if you're gonna come in demanding, doggone, if you want a high value guy and you want to live that lifestyle, then you better start learning what that means. All right. Like if you want to live a nice middle class life, then just stay in your lane. If you want to come out the gate and you looking for a rich guy and you want to live a high value life, then hold your V card and then stay in shape. Keep that six pack, keep your nice shape, keep your real hair, and learn to be a wife and learn how to be that type of woman for that type of guy. But don't get out here and try to get nobody to get your sloppy seconds. Went out here and gave doggone little Bobo and little doggone little Roy them a child, and then now you don't come to the realization that doggone, hey, they was doggone, what I'm saying, loose screws, and they don't want to, they life didn't amount to nothing, and now you want somebody else to come in and fix the situation. I want you to come in and use your resources and your money to help me take care of my child or my children, and then now nobody else supposed to say nothing. Nobody else supposed to say nothing. We just supposed to keep getting finesse like all men are stupid. Y'all mistaking the boys with the men. It's like, no. Now I got to bring my money. And we all know the real truth most times. They gonna put their child before you. If a woman have a child already or have children already, that child or those children is gonna come before you. But you still gotta reach in your pockets and help cover those bills, buy shoes, pay for field trips, pay senior dues and little league practice, and man, they ain't put no thought into it. This is how long they've been weaponizing their emotion and finessing and manipulating doggone dudes. And most women, they gotta pick from the simp pool. Now I got to say this, and I want to be clear. Am I saying men who sign up to be stepdads are simps? That's not what I'm saying. And I want to share this real quick. I'm the 6 out of 7. Growing up, my mom, she had a male friend, and according to common law, he would be my stepdad, being that they was together for like 20 plus years. Did he do everything right? No. But to have a male presence in the home growing up as a young boy, and I'm only speaking from my experience, it helped because, once we get to a certain height and we get a certain strength and we get a certain age, not all boys, but guys, most boys tend to, go to smelling themselves and go to, and like, that soft voice of yours, you can high pitch and jump in my face all you want. It's not gonna do much. And a lot of women, they just swear they can be us. Like you never hear a single father going around say, I'm the mom and I'm the dad. That ain't what single fathers do. But then you got the women, oh, I got to be the man and the wife, and it's always, like crying and not taking accountability for the decisions that are being made. And like I say, I don't get tired of saying it. It's like the constant looking down on the men, thinking that they're better and they're smarter, and I can get my way. I can do and say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do, and you don't supposed to say or do anything. You don't supposed to challenge me. That mentality is sickening. It's sickening. Like, too many of our women are very masculine. And for women to talk about tone, when day in, day out, we know a lot of these women are competing with their significant other. Whether they married to them or not, they competing with the men. And it's like, what masculine man want to marry a masculine woman? Like, he probably wants some, do the dance of life and want some hot loving from you, or for that evening. But to have you as a wife and you masculine every time you look around, you just like the man. You look like the female, and he can kick it with you, but you like a man. Look, I didn't want this video to be too long. I'm running short on time. So, again, I'm sure this won't be my last one, but what I will say is, and I want to offer a solution. A lot of times we say, hey, we want to see black love. We want to see black love. I think, that's an opinion. I think, most of us need to learn how to love, learn self-value, all right? Value self. Young boys have a male mentor. Females, you need to have a feminine woman that you can look up to and one that you respect. And I'm not talking about one who got a bag and one who got all this artificial stuff going on, and all this makeup and his eyelashes and butt shots and fake boobs and Hawaiian silky and Dominican hair. No, my idea of a feminine woman, for the record, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson. Google her, watch her interviews. I mean, phenomenal. Real hair. I mean, just everything about it is, she's a lady. She's a lady. She's very feminine. The way, I mean, like, she's not argumentative. I mean, like, she's intelligent. I mean, you will have to see for yourself. I mean, when it comes to public figures, of course, I know other feminine women, but, you know, just like I say, you won't be able to Google a lot of the ones that I know personally, but this is a public figure that you can Google. And I had the luxury of living during the time where she was still alive. She passed recently. I want to say 2016, right? Yeah. I want to say 2016. I could be wrong, but Dr. Frances Chris Wilson or whatnot, very feminine, and she's a model, and she's an ideal model of a feminine woman. So whatever you have to do when it comes to, like I say, for the males, you know, definitely have male mentors, one you respect, one you look up to, one that's, you know, again, what they say, practicing what he preaches, you know what I'm saying? Not just talking about it, making it sound good, because as you can see, a lot of those guys I named earlier, they make it sound real good. The Derrick Jacksons, the Steve Harveys, and then, like I say, then they live in another way, the Dr. Umars, but then they live in a whole nother way. And they not, you know, again, you know, being the example, setting the example, the presidents, what have you. And so, again, to the females and to the women, hey, if you ever meet a real man, take the advice and ask questions. What you will have to do is you will have to be able to separate your emotions, because the truth gonna sting, it's gonna hurt, and you just have to ask the questions, and you have to be ready, because everything ain't about making you feel good. Even when you make mistakes, and remember, an error doesn't become a mistake unless you refuse to correct it. An error doesn't become a mistake unless you refuse to correct it. So right now, as you're having your human experience, because we're not perfect according to Webster and American Heritage, but we are perfect in the eyes of the Most High God, being that, you know, many of us are here having a human experience, and you know, you have to play the hand that, you know, that you were dealt. And so with that being said, again, ask questions, figure out a way to not be so sensitive, and like I say, and that would require you to be emotionally mature, and so that's something you would have to work on, and that's personal. That's something you have to figure that part out, you know, because we living in a soft era, you know. We cancel culture. You say something I don't like, you know, hey, you know, cancel that person, you know, you hurt my feelings, you know. So last but not least, again, work on becoming emotionally mature. Find someone you respect. Ask questions. Don't be so quick to just share yourself and to try to fill some type of void. You know, again, as you have the human experience, you know, and you find, and you say, you know what, I'm fine with living a nice middle class life, and you hammer out a deal with your significant other, there's nothing wrong with that. If you know you want to live a high value life, and you know, and find you a rich man, then again, you need to hang around those type of people, and you need to know how they live, and you need to train yourself on how to be, so that works for you. You know what I mean? And if you just again, well, ain't no sense in saying low class. I mean, well, some people, like I say, I mean, they just want to have their head above water. Hey, you work at McDonald's, I work at Dollar General. We come together and we'll make it work, and we'll build. And you know, there's nothing wrong with learning how to love and loving a person for who they are. So don't ever feel bad for loving who you love. You know, but when it comes to black love, you would think a lot of people would say, you know what, let's first find love and see how it works, and let's appreciate love. You know, it kind of brings me back to, hey man, I just want peace amongst black people. It's like, just black people? Like, we all have to doggone, you know, occupy this earth, and, you know, we all like, you know, like neighbors, and, you know, we occupying, you know, earth, and it's like, a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So I want peace on earth, not just peace with this group of people, because a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So even with, to the couples that's displaying real love, shout out to you all. And they don't have no color. I mean, that's my take on it. They don't have no color. I get what people are saying in the black community, because again, that just proves the point that that's what we lack, meaning that respect for one another, man and woman. And we don't know, many of us don't know the beauty of it, but for the ones that do, they're preserving, their way of life and love. And like I say, this has to be to be continued, man. And I'll pick back up on it some other time. We definitely out of time. This long.